And then the other one's going to be called Once Upon a Mystery.
Hi, everybody.
Book 1.
Okay.
Let us know what you're reading and all that kind of good stuff, and we'll just go ahead and start with Tiffany, and you can let us know what you're reading.
I finished a book today.
Yay!
I finished Needing to Die, which is the first book in the Positively Organic series. I gave it 4.5 cups of coffee, and the 0.5 was just because of one line in the book, and I'm serious. It just threw me off, and it really rubbed me wrong, but I loved the book. Anyways.
One of those things where you just can't quit thinking about that one thing that just irks
one
you.
thing, and if somebody's read it, let me message you, because I need to say that to somebody and think, is it just me overreacting, or okay, or
now everybody's gonna go read that book because they're
Needing to Die, and maybe somebody could come back and be like, I don't even know what line you're talking about. You know what I mean? I just might have been like,
Right.
So 4.5 stars. It was
What's it called?
Really good.
The title of the book.
I think the first book is Needing to Die. It's the Positively Organic 4.5. It was really good. And then I'm at 89% in the island, so I'm going to be finishing that this sprint, as well as writing a NetGalley review. And then I'm just started and in chapter 3 of Kung Pao, number 5 in the noodle shop.
Killer Kung Pao.
Killer Kung Pao.
Yes.
I knew it was Kung Pao something.
I was like, Leo, no. She's just read those.
Killer Kung Pao.
Killer Kung Pao.
How about you, Sarah?
I am going to finish the chapter that I started while eating my dinner of the Indian Prince's Hidden Son by Lynn Graham, the presents novel. Yes. And then I'm going to jump into The Forever Farmhouse by Lee Tobin McLean on audio, and do some knitting, because that's where my brain is today.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How about you, Lee?
How about you, Lee?
I have about an hour and a half left in Irish Rose, which is number 2 in the Irish Hearts trilogy by Nora Roberts.
Nice.
Awesome.
Getting into some Nora Roberts, huh?
Yeah, I'm like, I've got to get some of these trilogies done. It's like we're halfway through the year now. Come on.
Well, it's like I think you mentioned the one that I'm reading that has the
Sign of Seven.
Yeah, that one. And I'm like, oh, that reminds me, I need to read like the last one so I can get that trilogy wrapped up.
Checked it off your list.
Yeah.
What are you reading?
I am halfway done with Sea of Monsters by Rick Riordan and stuff. I've been listening to this one on audio. It's a smaller one, so it's kind of quick. And I'm, of course, reading on The Book of Life by Deborah Harkness. And I just started my audiobook for now because I thought, I better get started because my friend said she was going to start it, is Ruby Fever by Ilona Andrews. And it's the latest book in the Hidden Legacy series. I'm figuring that maybe eventually she'll come out with another 3 because she does them in like trilogies of the sisters. There's one more sister, and so I figured she was going to probably do at least the other sister. I'm kind of curious about her because her shape-shifting creature abilities is a little kind of weird because they have to keep her contained. They don't want people to know about her abilities or whatever. So I was like, I want something with her because I want to see how she finds a dude that will rein her in or something, out of control or whatever. And so it would be interesting to see a romance, with her. So, but yeah, those are what I'm reading right now.
Nice.
And come on, work with me here. I didn't think it was going to work. And so Pat says, good evening, everyone. I finished Murder Gone Cold by B.J. Daniels last night. Yay! 4 stars. Started this afternoon. Love-inspired romance, The Reluctant Guardian by Alexis Morgan. Read 100 out of 234 pages. Wow. You'll get that knocked out pretty soon. And then PK said, hi, Pat. Ashley said, hey y'all. We'll be reading Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmas and listening to Hangman's Roots, 3rd, I think, in the China Bailey series mystery by Susan Woody. And then we got Amy says, hi everyone. I'm currently reading The Cat Who Ate Danish Modern by Lillian Jackson Brontenine. So continuing on in the series because I think she read the first one
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. And Anita says, "Hey everyone, I'll be reading The Reluctant Countess by Louisa James."
Nice.
Dream says, "Hi everyone." Tina says, "Hello y'all. I'll be starting Rising Tide by Nora Roberts and maybe doing schoolwork. Can we get another Nora Roberts for like a, a
There we
bingo?"
go.
And Nadine says, "Hi everyone. Don't tell the other books I've already started, but for tonight's rinse, I'm going to start Summer Reading by Jen McKinney. I want to read everything and have no self-control. I totally get that."
Mm-hmm.
We won't tell.
Mm-mm.
It's like I'm looking at the stuff on my Libby going, which one do I start? Which one do I start?
Yeah.
Right?
And Karen Bird says, "Hi everyone. I don't know what I'll be reading yet."
Hmm.
And Val says, "Hi everyone. I'm going to continue with The House Full of Windsor by Kristen Contino. And I'm eating dinner of chicken salad on crackers."
Oh, nice.
It's a nice light dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Jessica Ann says, "Hello everyone. I'm continuing with Happy Place by Emily Henry." And Jenny says, "Hi everyone. I'm reading Moonlight Warriors by Janet Chapman."
Nice.
Excellent.
And Alicia says, "Hello everyone. Currently reading The Soulmate Equation by Christina Lauren. A romance
Ooh.
story."
Nice.
That's a good one.
Cajun says, "Hi everyone. Reading Celebration at the Cornish Bakery. Escape to Cornish Bakery number 6. And that's the one that has the cutesy little cover that I think I've seen.
Yeah, with the seagull on it.
And Cav says, "Hi everyone. I'm listening to Time Traveling Romance, Once Upon a Time Travel by Sarah Wilson. Kind of quirky and fun. Not that I would call a serious time travel novel, but entertaining so far." And Jenny says to Kev, "I love time travel stories. Have you read C.C. Gilliton's Pocket Watch Chronicle? Super fun."
Hmm.
And Jen Moody says, "Hello, everyone. I'll be reading The House on Titania by Karen White." Whew, got some titles that I can't spit out.
All right.
IPK. And Tammy says, "Hi, everyone. I'm reading The Slumber Party by Shannon Hollinger."
Oh.
And
Is the slumber party scary? It just sounds like it.
I know it's like that could go either way.
It could. It could go.
It could be like
way
a
separate ways.
middle
Right.
grade or a spooky.
Because
Yeah,
at first
yeah.
I was like, "Oh, it's gonna be by Anne Martin," and then or
Christopher
it could be
Pike.
by Christopher Pike or R.L. Stein. Exactly.
Yeah.
I think there was the one called The Slumber Party, actually.
Mhm.
And Jesse E says, "Hello, everyone. I'm listening to a Harlequin Presents titled A Baby on a Greek's Doorstep by Lynn Graham."
So we've got two
Yep, I
Nora
can
and
tell.
2 Lynn.
Yes.
I could tell that was a Presents by the title, that's for sure.
Right? And
Right.
the plot is right there in the title.
And Rebecca says, "Hi, everyone. Reading Postmortem by Patricia Cornwell and The Forbidden Library, a middle grade by Django Weixler."
Nice.
Ooh, never heard of that one. And it says, "Oh, Harlequin with an audiobook. I'm going to look that up."
Yeah, the Harlequin book that I just mentioned, I was looking on Audible, and it's available as well. A lot of Lynn Graham's books are available on audio because she's such a huge Presents author.
I think that's like the same like with like BJ Daniels is because I found like the first, and it's weird because the first one in the Colton investigation is on audio. The second one is not. I don't know about the third one because I'd read that one, but the fourth one is on audio.
Yeah.
And the fifth one is on audiobook. I'm like, what is going on?
What I'm going to have to do is read the second book and just record it for Storm.
Yeah. Yes, somebody needs to. But I have it on my Libby. It's like I have a lot of ebooks this month, so it's like hopefully I can get to it because I'd like to, like finish out that series for like on the range. That would be kind of fun. But
my bigger issue is the fact that, like, I noticed Katie Richards pointed out that the West Investigation series that she's written, that I've read all of them for, are going to be available on audio sometime in the next month. Those books, some of them came out 2 years ago. Harlequin has a shelf life of a month. Like, that's my complaint, is that you're putting the audiobook out 2 years later. I guess, I don't know. Anyway, but if anyone has not
Maybe
read
they're
Western
trying to
Western,
grab
later.
people that, yeah,
Mhm.
that maybe they're like, well, I don't want to read them, and everything. But if they were on audio, I would read them.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
exactly,
true.
exactly. So keep your eye open for Harlequin books on audio, people.
And Purple Rainheart says, "Hi Storm, hi Tiffany, Sarah, reading Reap What You Sow." And that one line in Mysteries, what could possibly go wrong? LOL,
Yeah.
famous last word. Yep.
I wonder.
Hi, Kat. This is Kat's Novel Adventure. It says, "Hi, everyone. Not sure I'll be reading anything in the beginning, eating dinner now, and I have a few chores to do. If I do get to read, it will be Dolly by Susan Hill."
Awesome.
Nice.
And what do you have?
What are you eating?
I'm sorry. This is if you've been around at all, I always ask. But I never share. I had pot roast, mashed potatoes, and corn.
And Tiffany, I didn't mention either. I had chicken noodle soup.
Ooh, nice.
And
I like to know what people have.
Cat Novels Adventures has a really cool YouTube channel, so you should go check it out.
Oh.
She reads a lot of horror and stuff, Tiffany, so she wouldn't be for you probably.
Oh.
But if you do like that kind of stuff,
Well, though, sometimes there's people that I just enjoy watching, even if I don't read those genres. I like hearing them talk about the genres that they're into.
sometimes they can make the book sound really, really good.
I can do that. I agree. Like, I think I was saying that at this sprint yesterday. Like, there's some people that are so good at selling me on a book, and I'll be like, "Ooh, Kevy, I want to read that." He's like, "You will never read that." No, but Scary's not one of them because I can't even listen or watch the book covers. But sci-fi, fantasy, stuff like that. Sometimes people will be like really selling me on a book that I know I'm never going to touch.
True.
Now she may read other things. I just know that she's a horror person because she did the zombie thing and all that stuff. So I know. And Barbara says, "I got some Harlequin books I did not order." Oh.
From the Harlequin publicity team, because that's how they come to me. And Eric gets mad because there's a box. Like, I didn't order anything, I swear.
It's like, it wasn't me.
They're free.
And Sharon says, "Hi everyone. I just finished Deadly Notions, going to read some, and The Royal Assassin. Well, I figure out what else to start." There you go.
Start something else.
And Kat said to Rebecca, "Postmortem is great. I love the K. Scarpetta series." Well, see, there she
Scarpetta,
reads
I think.
stuff. Scarpetta. She reads police procedural things too. See,
Those scare me too. Kat, I mean, I'm still gonna subscribe to your channel just to let you know, because and there'll be some videos I just need proper preparation if you're going to talk about something that's anything above Scooby-Doo's Halloween special. Okay? So
I can see it. The Scooby-Doo readathon so that she can read horror.
Right.
I would totally. Well, no, I can't promise that, because what if some Scooby-Doo? I don't know.
I'm picturing Tiffany reading the Grover book, The Monster, at the end of this book. Kevin reading it to her and her going, "Don't turn the page."
No, but the perfect zombie book for her though was, I read a chapter book and it was called "I Want Your Book," or "I'm going to eat your book. I want to eat your book," or something like that. And basically, they were zombies who like to eat books. So instead of wanting your brain, they want your book. So if you don't want your favorite book to be ate, you had to and it's just a picture book, 32. It was one of those 32 pages, and it was cute.
Oh, that's funny.
I'll read one more, and then we need to get going. And Sarah, do you want to do the kitty cat? So I give you some time.
I'll do the kitty cat.
Okay. And just get it close to the top of the hour, and then
Fair enough.
Jessica Lynn says, "Hello everyone. I'm currently trying to apply for remote work from home jobs, as I need to find something since I am my dad's caregiver now. So if anyone has, please let me know."
Definitely.
I wish you a lot of good luck for that, because that's
If you
hard.
were in Canada, I could definitely help you out, because we're desperately looking for someone for our department.
Jessica, the things I hear, I don't know. I was trying to think of things that would be national. I hear a lot of banks that are national, a lot of insurance companies that are national have remote positions. So maybe there, because they wouldn't just be something where you're at, and so that might be something.
Mm-hmm.
But I wish you good luck.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and if there's any kind of call centers around, a lot of them nowadays are doing work from home. Like I know Scholastics does that and everything now. Okay, so everybody, happy reading.
Happy reading.
So how did everybody do? I almost forgot to unmute. I started to say something. I was like, wait.
I did really well. I finished The Island, and I gave it 4 cups of coffee. Enjoyed it.
No
Um,
romance or women's fiction?
It's just like a beachy kind of read. I mean, there was some romance in it, but it was about a group of women who were sorority sisters, and now they're middle-aged, and they met for like a reunion vacation on this little island in Key West. It was really good. And then I forgot I was also listening to Murder Wears a Little Black Dress, which is the first book in the Resale Boutique. So I'm at 61% of that.
Sorry, plugging in my headphones. And I have a cat. Okay. I got 2 chapters listened to of the Presents novel.
Sorry.
They're longer chapters, but I'm very happy it's on audio. I liked the narration on it, so it's enjoyable. And I went and made myself a cup of tea and got a couple cookies. So
cool.
Excellent.
And I have 48 minutes left in Irish Rose, and Nancy was nice enough to let me know about an Audible sale, so I just bought a bunch of books.
yay!
Way to go,
What's the
Nancy.
Audible sale?
Yeah.
It's up to 85% off until the 6th. So I was able to get a ton of Nora Roberts, which is never on audio for free, like on Libby or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I got a ton of trilogies and a couple like series on there, all 85% off.
Well done.
Oh.
Cool.
Kairu, go get some water, baby.
I listened to like 8% of Ruby Fever by Ilona Andrews, and then I watched recipe like YouTube. I was telling them earlier, if I've got to start eating healthier, the only way I can do it is to immerse myself into watching all this stuff and getting it in there that, oh, look, this doesn't look so bad. This doesn't look so bad. I can do that. I can eat that. This is okay. And stuff that gets me kind of motivated a little bit. And so, yeah, so I'll be doing that instead of probably reading for like this month.
Whatever works,
That's okay.
But yeah. So Jessica Lynn says she's currently reading 2 books, Yellow Face by R.F. Kuang and Murder with a Cherry on Top by Cynthia Baxter for summer themed book. And Barbara says, guess what book I'm reading? I can't remember. It's the lady. Is it Lady?
And the ladies of the club.
And the ladies of the club, yes. And how far are you getting, Barbara? How far are you gotten?
Barbara, are you feeling better? She was the one that was feeling weird because of medicine, or
oh yeah,
you're feeling better, Barbara. Let us know.
And Anita says to Jessica Ann, do you have any teaching experience? And then Kat says, I love Percy Jackson series Storm. Yeah, I do too. This is a reread for me because I want to continue with the I guess they're like companion series, but they kind of have a little bit. And so I was like, I don't remember everything that happened in Percy Jackson, so I need to refresh my memory. So,
and Kat, I went and subscribed to your channel, and I just want to say you almost fooled me because I was looking for a video to watch that wasn't scary, and I was like, oh, this thumbnail's not bad. And then I started reading underneath and said Slashathon. Now, I'm just saying.
She let you know.
At least you read the thumbnail.
Yeah.
But I'm all subscribed, and I will find something to watch. I saw you had some TBRs, and I'm like, oh, maybe I can just skip through this scary stuff. I just need a little alert, like a wink before or something like that. Okay.
When she holds the book up and it looks scary, fast forward.
That's too late, Storm. That's too late. Okay.
Catherine's Library says, hi, everyone. I am starting a big project tonight. I've finally collected the entire Harlequin NASCAR series. Wow. And I'm starting with book 1, Dangerous Curves by Pamela Brighton tonight. Cool.
Nice.
Did you get the binders as well? Did you get the I want to know if she got the short story collections, the Christmas collections. Right, there's like 30 or 40 in that line.
Wow.
Oh my
I
goodness.
know. It's like, Mel, hi.
Wait, what? Who's this Melmac you speak of?
I think she's got a fever, you know.
I didn't realize it was her because of the picture. I'm like, oh yeah, she changes her picture.
You just,
Yeah.
You didn't know it's her because you haven't seen her in so long. That's why.
Yeah, I'm actually remembered sprints and on time. Well, it's 7 minutes past as I'm typing this, but why split hairs?
So good
Close
to
enough.
see you. So good to see you.
Yeah. I was bugging her the other day. I'm like, you need to come and bug Tiffany because we miss you bugging Tiffany.
I said that to her too. I was like, I can't pick on you if you're not there.
Yeah,
And that's my love
exactly.
language with Mel Mac.
And he says, hi, everyone. I'm reading The Rose Garden by Susanna Kearsley.
Kearsley. Yep.
And Jessica Ann says to Anita, that's probably supposed to go to Jessica Lynn. Yeah, that's what happens when we got two Jessicas that are kind of just a little different with the last name. Yeah,
True.
And Daniel says, reading The Texas Way by Jan Freed. And Ashley said, consider DNFing lessons in chemistry. I am just not connecting with the characters. If anybody else read this series, I know I have seen some people talk about it that didn't
I was
really
gonna say
care.
Tiffany read it.
I did. I read it for a book club. Had it not been for the book club, I would have DNF'd it, but it was for an in-person book club. I thought the premise was fine, and I completely think that it was realistic in a lot of ways, but I thought that the main character's reaction to things were how a feminist in 2023 would have reacted, not in that time period, no matter,
Yeah.
And I thought that there was some inaccuracies that kind of frustrated me a little bit, but that's just my take on it. I mean, I thought it had a good premise. I just didn't think that it was executed well.
I know I've seen some people that have reviewed it that have had a little bit of mixed kind of feelings about it too. So yeah, if you're not feeling it, there's plenty of other books out there. Just
True. Yeah.
Grab a different one. And Melmac says, Lee, I tuned in just in time to hear you mention Nora Roberts. And her ears probably went,
I'm working my way through.
Mel, if you'd be here more often, you could hear Nora Roberts a little bit more.
Courtney says, hi, everyone. I'm reading Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldry. I'm about 20% on the fence. I also have The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King by Carissa Broadbent as my backup.
Nice.
And so do you have, to Jessica Lynn, do you have teaching experience? And Jessica Lynn says, I don't have any license. That's what you're asking, but I have worked as a teacher's aide when I was in high school.
Oh, okay.
And she said, that's okay. I just want to make sure that she sees your message. Hi, Rabbit. Says, good evening. We survived Monday. I'm hoping to finish A Time to Spoil tonight.
Excellent.
And Amy says, Isla Andrews, if they continue the Hidden Legacy series, it will be indie published as the publishers won't let them write the storyline they want.
Really?
Well, that's just dumb.
Oh.
And they're like hugely popular too. So that's just really.
Yeah.
So now it makes me want to know what's the storyline they want to write. Because
Right?
the publishers won't let them do it. So, well, I hope that they will self-publish it then, because I need some, I need it. I need to know. And they better not leave me at a cliffhanger or anything at the end of this too, because that's what I always worry about with series. Is you get to the end and it's cliffy. And then Elle says, hi, everyone. I'm looking forward to getting lots of reading in tonight. I need to finish up some books before I start any new ones. I feel you. I do. Yeah. But it's hard. I always want to start one anyway. And Amy says, I'm a huge Ilona Andrews fan. They are a husband and wife writing team. Yes, they are. Oh. Yeah, and I really like them too. Kate Daniels is probably still my favorite, but I'm really liking this series. And so, yeah. So you've probably read Ruby Fever. It doesn't leave me at a cliffhanger at the end of it, does it? Right, Amy? Let me know, because I need to be prepared. And Melmac says to Tina, I like Nora Roberts' Chesapeake Bay series. Are you enjoying it? And Crystal says, hi, everyone. I'm still reading An Echo in the Bones by Diana Gabaldon. Rightly so, because it's a very long
I was
one.
about to say it's like a
Surprise, right?
And Laverne said, hi, everyone. I'm reading The Shadow of Death by Heather Graham.
Ooh,
Heather
nice.
Graham. Tammy says, The Slumber Party is, I guess, a thriller. Not at all scary, but a real page turner. Okay. And Tina says to Mel, yes, I'm loving the series so far. It's a lot more emotional than I expected. And it sounds good. But it sounds good, yeah. Meg says, I'm glad you're enjoying it. And Amy says, Laverne, I'll be reading Shadow of Death by Heather Graham later this month. I love the first 2 books in that series.
Fantastic.
I like Heather Graham, so I'm on board with that.
Mhm.
Doesn't she write the series you guys read?
The
Yeah,
Crew of
the
Hunters,
Crew of
yes.
Grove Hunters, that's it, yeah.
ooh, yum.
And Anita says, I had a baked chicken and stuffing. Yummy.
Yum, that sounds
And
delicious.
then Kat said that she had baked salmon and roasted Brussels sprouts.
After a woman after my heart, Kat, that sounds delicious too.
Even if you can't read her books, that's her dinners sound delicious. And Jessica said to Anita, did you see my response? Okay, yeah. And then Tammy says, I had tuna casserole. And Crystal said that she had chicken stir fry. See, everybody's getting to know Tiffany. They're saying,
Yep.
what they're having to eat.
Thank you all. I appreciate it.
And Laverne said to Amy that she was enjoying it. And Anita said to Jessica, no, I can't see it. Uh-oh. And Barbara says 6 books, love inspired, August 23.
You ordered them. You had to have joined for this monthly subscription. That's the only reason you're getting August books in June.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
I would
That's
double
like-
check, Barbara, to make sure, because you could have gotten them and they could have maybe been the first 6 free. So check to make sure that you're not going to keep getting them if that's not what you want.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Dream had chicken wrapped with coleslaw.
That sounds good.
Everybody's having really good food. I don't know if I like this telling me what they're eating.
Yeah, right?
I'm sorry.
Everybody, we're all having salad.
Right.
Share with the group.
I had a banana and rice. What was it? Toast and
I had
the last
a what do you call it?
Oh.
what was the last?
Applesauce?
Applesauce. Yeah.
Applesauce.
Yeah.
And I had a rice cake.
There you go.
Well, I had some broccoli and green beans. I kind of mixed them together, and then I had some leftover chicken, and I made my own Alfredo sauce and put over the top of it.
Nice.
Well, there you go.
That sounds delicious.
I haven't eaten yet, but it's going to be hot dogs and baked beans.
Sounds good too.
That's very summery.
That's how I feel. Just like, get in that.
And
Get in that
Kat
mode.
said to Jen, awesome sauce. The Pocket Watch Chronicle sounds really fun, and they are all on audio even. I've added them to my wish list. Thanks. All right. And then Kat said, thanks for the shout out, Storm. Yes, I do read a bunch of horror, thriller, mysteries. However, I do love middle grade, love children's lit, and I read a variety of genre. I'm reading a variety of genres in June. So
Okay, well then I'm gonna check out your TBR.
There you go.
just gonna very quickly scan through it.
Yeah.
And Jessica Lynn said to Anita, oh, okay, I have no teacher's license or anything, but teacher's helper, like he said that earlier. And then Barbara says, oh, I bought my 2 Murder She Wrote books.
Oh, fantastic.
Ooh, what'd you get?
Yeah, which ones are you getting? I'm sure it's not 1 and 2. And Melmac said, Jessica Lynn, I like the Lickety Splits Ice Cream Shop series. I was hoping there would be more books.
Yeah, I did too.
Which one is that by?
That's the Cynthia Baxter, I think.
Oh, okay. And Jessica
That's
Lynn
cool.
said to Mel, that's good news. I haven't started yet. Cool. And then Anita said, Google online substitute teaching or tutoring for Jessica.
Hmm.
And then Melmac said to just Glenn, I hope you enjoyed his fun series. Book 3 is a Halloween one.
Also, see, Jessica, if you can do like a virtual assistant.
Yeah.
My job just hired like a bunch of virtual assistants for like a second side company we have, so might be able to get something with that.
Excellent idea.
And Pat says, Cav, try Constance O'Flannery, does an excellent time traveling books. Good time travel recommendations going here. And Suzanne said, hi, everyone. I'm reading Skating on Thin Ice, a Jessica Fletcher mystery. Enjoying it so far. Also eating dinner, pasta and broccoli. Yum.
Yum.
I like all this Murder, She Wrote stuff going on.
I do too.
Probably going to start one like next week or whatever so that I
I'm
can
gonna start one early too.
get it in before the readathon is over. Because like I'll be reading that one. Because I can listen to number 2. And Emily Reed says, just picked up 20 free historical romance novels in my library's free book cart.
Nice.
Wow. Julia London, Christina Dodd, Mary Baylock, Sabrina Jeffries, my favorite, etc. And they look brand new. Score. That is a very good score. Wow.
That is a good haul.
And Val says, didn't get any reading done at Sprint. Was going to just check something on Facebook and ended up spending all my time there. Yet
That's accurate.
Christy says, hi, y'all. I'm listening to Seasonal Work by Laura Lipman. It has different short stories so far, so good.
Oh, nice.
And, get the kitty ready. We're almost ready here. Cav says, okay, my time travel romance just took an unexpected twist, and I'm having fun. Very quirky with lots of laugh out loud moments. Oh, that's good.
Oh, nice.
Pat read 15 pages. Jen read 8% and made dinner, chicken salad and crackers. And thanks, Val, for the idea.
Nice.
I was gonna say somebody else had that, and then that's funny that you said that.
And so we will read till the top of the hour. So happy reading, everyone.
Happy reading.
Hello, everybody. How'd you do?
Oh. I did not read that time. I watched YouTube videos. I finished 2 books today, one earlier at work in audio, and then the other one here tonight. So
You deserve some YouTube time.
I was just gonna watch some YouTube.
How about you, sir?
I got 3 chapters, I think, listened to on The Forever Farmhouse by Lee Tobin McLean. So that was fun.
Awesome.
I ate dinner. I watched a little bit of YouTube while I ate, and I got 36 minutes left in my book.
Ooh, excellent.
I watched some more recipe videos on YouTube and read a couple pages in the Book of Life. And due to time, I'm going to probably skip over some of the previous percentages on what people like read because we're a little bit behind in the comments. Unless there's something on it that's relevant to talk about. So like this one. Amy says, I ate dinner. We had fried chicken and coleslaw. Made a cup of coffee.
Nice. Sounds good.
And Barbara said she was on page 610 of that very long book. I keep forgetting what it's called. All the ladies
And
the
ladies of the club.
And
it's weird because from what I learned in school, you do not start a sentence with the word and.
Yeah.
And that's how I remember it. Yeah.
And Tina was talking to her mom on that one and went to the post office tonight, picked up yarn she ordered, and was trying to convince her to not wait until tomorrow morning. And let's see. And Tina says I ordered yarn, a bunch of different colors of yarn, purple ombre yarn to make lace shawl for Speak Now, Taylor version.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
I'd love to see the pattern for that, Tina, if you don't mind sharing it maybe on Discord.
Yeah. And Kat said she finished vacuuming, mopped the kitchen, and dumped a litter box and washed it out. Well, that was very, very
productive. Yeah.
Uh-oh. And then Tina says, thank you for letting us know, Lee. She's going to check the Audible sales. So there we go.
I may have been looking at it as well. But have to remind myself it's in US dollars.
There you go. That's true. Well, if it was just like most of them were 50%, I wasn't even looking at. You had to hit 71% or more for me to even look at it.
To make it worth your while, yeah.
Yeah, I don't have Scribe, so I didn't even know that, but that might be something to look into too.
Yeah, that's where I've gotten mine from, is their stuff. And Kat said, yes, I'm participating in the Killer Corn Readathon from June 1st to 11th, only reading 3 books. One was a Goosebumps, but I promised I am reading about mermaids and romance this month too.
Love it.
And
Killer mermaids.
Said, could be. You know,
I just know that needs to be a thing now.
I'm totally there. Was I just
is.
saw a booktuber talking about some
Myra
book
Grant
about
has
Killer Mermaids.
Yeah.
And I'm just
Really?
teasing Kat at this point. I was totally kidding. I was teasing, but I did see a Killer Mermaid book that's popular going around because I just watched a couple videos that were talking about it. I can't remember what it was called.
Yeah, well, I think it's Myra Grant, who is Shannon McGuire.
Okay.
She, it's her other name, but yeah, she does the Killer Mermaid book.
Oh.
And Nadine said that she'd read Lessons in Chemistry and gave it 3 stars and wasn't overly thrilled with it, so definitely didn't live up to the hype. And Melmac says he was painting this weekend, so yeah, she talked about painting a lot of stuff. Yeah. Melmac says, and I'd lie if I said I watched some of the Twilight Marathon yesterday evening.
Gotcha.
And Catherine says, I have the entire series. Believe I have about 70 physical books. About 13 of those I have multiple stories inside, including the holiday.
Wow.
I didn't realize that there was that many. That is awesome.
The NASCAR ones, yeah. That's
Well
awesome.
done.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't know that.
And Amy says, Ilona Andrews said they want Arabelle to have a few love interests before she picks the one, and the publisher wants just one love interest from the start. Okay, I see.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm thinking, I don't like love triangles or that kind of stuff. But with Arabella, I think it would be kind of interesting because just who she is and her character, I don't see her latching on to just one person right at the beginning. So she's definitely a different kind of character. And he says, I read 10% and I'm going to switch to Curse of Penrith Hall. By coincidence, I am reading 3 books all set in Cornwall.
Wow.
So we'll finish the other one so I don't get confused.
That's smart.
Smart Annie.
Mm-hmm.
And Amy says, yes, Storm, I read Ruby Fever and it wraps up the story line of Catalina with Milky Finger. Okay, good.
Mm.
And PK says, I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. 6:15. Keo wanted to go for a long walk, not the short walk like I wanted. 80 degrees and high humidity. Listening to Stormfront by Jim Busher on the drive home. Love the performer. Yes, I love the Dresden Five. And Barb says, I have despair and sadness for dinner. That's horrible. And Melmac says, oh, and I got a new phone yesterday. Well, I ordered it. It should arrive tomorrow or Wednesday. I need a new one. The one I have is 4 years old. One of these days, it's going to go kaput. Yep.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, that is fun.
That is.
It's exciting until you get it and you can't figure out how to operate it because
Yeah, I'm like, I know I want my old phone
over
back
again.
where I knew everything.
True.
BK says, we'll read Murder at Kensington Palace by Andrea Penrose and Always a Cowboy by Linda Leigh Miller. Physical book about wild horses in Montana. We'll see how it goes.
I like Linda Leigh Miller.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But she lives in Montana and cowboys. Remember? They're not the same. And Melmac says, I found a case for my new phone that was the same design as my current phone case, which I love. It has owls on it and bling. Well, that's
Ooh,
cool.
nice.
That's a fine one.
Well, what goes with owls? Of course, it's playing.
Always.
Yeah, and Emily says to PK, yeah, Spike from Buffy narrates the Dresden Files. I didn't care much for the first 2 books. Book 2 was awful, but I just finished book 8 this last month.
Mm.
I've liked all of them. But, that's just me. I think I liked them better just because I liked listening to him narrate them more than anything. But
Makes it better.
Absolutely.
it's like, when you speed up, but there are certain narrators that you slow down because it's like, I don't want to speed him up. I just like listening to him how he is.
Yeah.
So
Tell me a
I always
story.
listen to those like about 1.5. I didn't want to speed him up too much.
True.
And PK says Clark Howard always had reputable recommendations for work from home opportunities.
Oh,
Hmm.
cool.
There you go.
PK said Emily never got into Buffy, a little past my time, but I'm familiar. I love deep voice audiobooks, and he does very well in the performance. Wait till you get to, I think that, I don't know when the character Tink comes in. I think it's like the little like pixie fair or whatever it is. The voice he does is just so cute and so funny, and I just love it whenever that one's in there. When the character is. And
gotcha.
we messaged you on Discord. Did you get it?
Yes. I do.
All right. And Emily's going to read Words of Radiance. Tina says, okay, I have 7 audiobooks in my cart for almost $30. The sale ends in like 4 days, so I'm going to think about it first. There you go. Smart.
7
Case you win the
audiobooks for
lottery between now
$30
and
is a
then.
pretty good deal.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it is a good deal.
Mm-hmm.
But I understand. I mean, I get it, but I'm just saying
Mhm.
That's when you look and you see if you can't find them anywhere else, and then it's like, okay,
Yeah.
I can't find them anywhere else, then I'm just going to go ahead and get them.
That's the problem. Nancy always gets me at a time where I'm just like, let me just spend a ridiculous amount of money on books that I really shouldn't be doing every time. Every time.
And Crystal says I had to get my grandmother ready for bed. She had brain bleed in January, and she can't do some things herself. She's recovering, though. It takes time. Well, I'm glad she's
wow.
recovering.
Well, I'm glad she has.
Everybody's saying for her to get better soon.
Mhm.
Says thanks. She's improved so much. I've always been her caregiver.
Oh, that's
good. That's sweet of you. Great. And hi, Elizabeth. Says I just got done with dinner, veggie hot dogs. I'm reading Reap What You Sow.
Nice.
and listening to Blood on the Divide by William W. Johnstone for June on the Range. Yeah, I figured we're probably going to be having either a lot of cowboy romances or westerns in our sprints.
'Tis the season.
And then Murder, She Wrote to
Yeah. Towards the end of the month.
And Sharon says that Lizzie, yay, I'm just one behind you in that series. Cool. Right. And thank you, Pat says, don't forget to thumbs up.
Mm-hmm.
Nadine says, divided into 2 sprints, I have been able to read 56 pages in summer reading. Now, during the conversation portion of the sprint, I'll be eating my dinner, Italian sausage and pepper and onion sandwich.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Oh, and then she made page 622 in the big
Well
chunky
done,
book.
Barbara.
Chipping away, Barbara.
And Kat said, I finished all my chores and read 1 chapter of Dolly.
Nice.
And then Tina says, got to 17%, and my mom told me we were going to the post office tomorrow morning. And the Pat says, our Wi-Fi keeps going in and out, read 10 pages. I hate it when that happens. I was a little worried earlier because it started like thundering and stuff, and I'm like, I don't think we're going to get anything. And yeah, it didn't do anything. It just thundered. It just teased us a little bit about rain. Danielle says, made some progress on thrush green and had spaghetti and garlic bread for dinner.
Ooh,
Love
nice.
garlic bread.
Mm-hmm.
Not Killer Mermaids. It's a retelling of The Little Mermaid.
Nice. Is it sexy mermaids? That's the next question.
And I think everybody's just going to need to go watch her DVR.
You're right to find out.
Crystal says I'm on page 481 in an Echo in the Bone. So
Nice.
that's like,
Well
is that
done.
like almost halfway or getting close to halfway?
I'd say so.
I think that's halfway.
And Pat is getting sleepy, so good night, y'all. You're probably already gone, but good night, Pat.
Mhm.
And Amy says, I had to take a phone call. Thank you for the sprints, ladies. Good night, everyone. Well, good night.
Good night, Amy.
And Momac says, my new phone is from the same manufacturer, so I hope it's not too different. I hope the basics are the same and it has a ton more storage and better camera.
Fantastic.
Which is a good thing, because I do know that you were having a hard time with your storage, because I told her the best thing for her to do last time was to get like one of those little mini storage things to put in her phones for more
Yes.
storage, 'cause that's what I have to do. Any of my phones, it doesn't matter which ones I get, I always run out of storage, so I always have to get a SIM card to put in. Or
Agreed. Yeah.
SD card, that's what it is.
Micro SD card. Yep.
And Elizabeth said to Sharon, are you reading the Southern Sewing Circle or the first Mountain Man series? LOL. I finished both, so don't know which one you're referring to.
Southern Sewing Circle.
Emily said, I'm going to say goodnight. And so her phone is dying because her phone is dying. Okay. Bye, Emily. And Tina says, thank you for the sprint, y'all. Good night. Good night.
Thanks, Tina.
And the Shannon says, reading Funny Farm, a memoir.
Oh,
Hmm.
Who's that a memoir from? Is that Chevy Chase? Because you know he was
I was
like,
about to say that movie. Yeah.
I was about to look it up.
and Alicia says, I spent a ridiculous amount at the Audible sale when it was $2 Audibles. Well, dang, I just got to do it and do it several times over.
Mhm.
Oh, no, not sexy mermaids. I would be horror for me.
That's hilarious.
And Levi says that thrush green is awesome. And Catherine says, thank you all for the amazing sprints as always. You all are amazing. Well, I'm glad
Thank
you have
you.
fun when we're here and enjoy them. And Melmac says, it's been a while, so I forgot. Does Tiffany turn into a pumpkin at 9 or 9:30? Because she still looks bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and less looks are deceiving. It's the lighting.
occurring right now. I'm shriveling as we speak.
It's the lighting. It makes her look more wide awake than it is. And Danielle said to Elizabeth, I'm really enjoying it so far. And we have gotten to the end of the sprint or the comments. So what do you have coming up? Anything that we should know about, Tiffany?
I have part 2 of the releases for June, the KU Self and Indie published, including a new one from Kathy Daly. New series.
Hey. What about you, Sarah? You have anything?
I have a tag coming up tomorrow. And one of you ladies, Storm, might want to pay attention because I might have tagged you. Because I know you are doing June on the Range for sure.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh boy.
I don't know.
If it's the June on the Range tag or whatever it is, that rootin' tootin' thing.
Rootin' tootin'.
I told my dad, I said, we got to stop and take pictures of the buffalo.
Yes.
There you go.
Because that's in the questions. I know that.
That's hilarious.
There you go.
And you have something?
I have no idea yet. I actually need to sit down and decide what I'm doing for June, which it's the 5th. So,
You know.
got to get my life in order. Yeah. How about you, Storm?
I had to refilm my my May wrap up because I was just doing the middle grade May, and I forgot a book and it was bugging me, so I had to do it over again.
Oh no.
There you go.
And stuff. So I have to edit that one, and that'll probably be the one that it'll be up first. So.
Gotcha.
And are we spending on Friday, Sarah?
Bearing any weather-related incidences, yes.
There you go.
Yes. So hopefully, rain go away.
No, it's not supposed to rain this weekend. And it actually didn't end up being that bad on Friday, but I was just concerned. I didn't want to jump.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
You know, the skies went from normal to completely black within like 2 minutes. So it was like, okay, it's about to get bad. But
Yeah.
it wasn't that bad. But it looked
but
it.
it did.
Yeah.
Okay, so well, thank you everybody for joining in on the comments, and for you lovely ladies to be here with me in chat.
Thank you.
And so we will see you all on Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. And
Yes.
Have a good night.
Bye everyone. Thanks, Storm. I went by Melmac.